Our next guest actually released a plan that you do need to know about to give families some options during the pandemic. North Carolina Congressman Dan Bishop joins us now live with more on that. Great to talk to you again.
Thank you, Heather. Glad to be with you.
So let everyone know what is in your plan. Now, you call it the Choice Act or the Choice Plan?
That's right. It's called the Choice Act. And as you know, Heather, and I'm sure your segment's going to cover that, but it's astonishing to behold, but school children have been out of school now for almost a year.
Man.
And although Democrats have paid lip service to getting kids back, they always, in the end, cave to their union allies. And so you have Biden's plan to get 50% of schools back in, or 50% of students back in school 1 day a week. You see Philadelphia's failed for the fourth time. California has a lot of havoc. And even here in Charlotte, Mecklenburg schools in North Carolina, where you one time broadcast for a good number of years, Heather, they're doing the same sort of thing. About 20% of K through 8 schools in class 2 days a week. It's just not satisfactory. So what I've done is offer a plan. The Choice Act would set aside 10% of federal funds that have been appropriated for education in the COVID pandemic to be used for families, for opportunity grants for families to be able to pay for expenses of alternative forms of education that would provide in-person instruction. So they could do homeschooling, they could do private school, a sectarian school, whatever it may be. And families up to about $120,000 in family income could be eligible for some or all of their expenses to be covered. And so that would give an opportunity to these families that are wringing their hands over a year of the life of a child in the all-important education process, being out of school.
Yeah, I think, a lot of folks not thinking of our students first right now and the damage that's being done. Did you have a chance to look through any of the COVID relief plan that came out last night, about 600 pages long, because Democrats are saying that they can't get kids back in school unless that plan passes?
Thank you for asking that, Heather. I have indeed. Democrats have, they say, $130 billion in additional school funding in the reconciliation package that's pending. It's being done all without Republican input. But listen to this. Only about 5% of the $130 billion would be spent this year, this fiscal year, by September.
And that's what people need to know, and they won't know because it's 600 pages long. Thank you so much for joining us. We have to wrap it up a little bit early, but we appreciate your time.
Good to be with you, Heather. Thanks.
All right. And we'll be